Casual sex is becoming the norm for many people within the church walls, especially among millennials and Gen Zers who avow some fidelity to Christianity. In my pastoral ministry, most of the couples that come in for premarital counseling are not virgins. When asked if the engaged couple are sexually active, most squirm in their chair and uneasily confess they are. I bring this up not to shame people caught in sexual immorality, but to let you know that many Christian singles, engaged couples, face intense sexual temptation and are in desperate need of support and guidance from godly men and women like you. But if the church is going to be any help to those trying not to have sex outside of marriage, then Christians need to do a better job having more conversations about sex. I realize talking about sex makes people feel uncomfortable, and some Christians can get all weirded out about it. But here's the thing. Sex isn't bad when you consider it in its proper context. Sex is actually a beautiful thing that God created to be a personal and pleasurable experience within the confines of marriage between a man and a woman. When you do get the nerve to bring up premarital sex with a friend, don't just focus on its negative consequences and dangers of sex outside of marriage. You're going to want to emphasize God's will for your friend to be holy, according to 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 3. It's also a good idea to remind them of the inherently powerful quality sex has, not just with anyone, but in a monogamous marriage that honors God. In 1 Corinthians 6, verse 18, Paul instructs, "Flee from sexual morality. Every other sin a person commits is outside the body, but the sexually immoral person sins against his own body." This is a very important verse because it shows the severity of sexual morality. And in the next two verses, Paul explains why sex outside of marriage is a sin against the body. In 1 Corinthians 6, verse 19, Paul claims that a Christian is the Holy Spirit's temple and contends in verse 20 that our bodies were purchased by Christ and are not our own. Therefore, we are not to commit sexual morality, but to use our bodies to glorify God. That's the ultimate goal you want your friend to achieve, to surrender his or her life before a holy God and seek to glorify Him with it. So let's not allow embarrassment to get in the way of taking an honest look at sex and willingly come alongside those in the Christian community who struggle with sexual sin.